What's up, Bam Bam? Welcome back to our humble kitchen. Today we are going to be making baked macaroni with bechamel sauce. Hello! Ba't ka kasi nagbibihis habang nagsasalita? Hi guys! We're going to add olive oil. Okay, so here I have started boiling water for our macaroni, and I put a pinch of salt. And I know nakasanayan nating maglagay ng oil when we're boiling pasta, but apparently I've read or mostly heard from a lot of Italian chefs na we don't necessarily need the oil kasi the sauce tends to slide off of the pasta, so we don't really need that. Hindi naman sila supposedly magdidikit-dikit because supposedly we're supposed right after the pasta is cooked, it needs to be mixed in with the sauce right away. That's what we're supposed to do. Anyway, mainit na yung mantika natin. Let's add in our garlic. Madali. And onions. Ayusin ko yung sleeve ko, sabihin nila baliktad. Hindi siya nakafold. Hindi ko makipagsuntukan. Naayos ko lang yung aking sleeve. Ito mo ang pang-boxing ng mga bra. Here in our onions. Ang liwanag ba? Parang sobrang liwanag. Sorry guys, kumukha na akong apparition dito. Sobrang liwanag dito. Okay, next, let's add in our ground beef. Pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper. It's important to season every layer so we get the most out of the flavor. I'm going to stir it around, press it down, and kind of break it up like this. We don't have lumps of meat. Okay, our water is boiling. We can now add in our macaroni. Okay, just gonna give it a quick stir. So actually, so usually I use half-half, like half ground beef and half ground pork for spaghetti. But today, frozen pa yung ground pork ko. Kaya ground beef na lang gagamitin ko. Okay lang naman yun. Okay, so it's slowly changing color now. So, I've decided to show you guys baked macaroni with bechamel sauce because of two reasons. One is, it's actually a childhood favorite of mine. First time ko nakatikim ng baked macaroni with bechamel sauce is from a local diner or restaurant that we have in Angeles City, Pampanga, and it's called Toll House. They have the best baked macaroni, I promise you. I mean, I've never been to Europe or Italy or anything like that for pasta, but... And then second reason is I'm cooking this because this is for you, Ate Gigi. Advance happy birthday. And hello, Kuya Jericho. Siya ang nag-request nito para sa'yo. So, I hope you get to cook it. Or actually, dapat si Kuyang magluto para sa'yo, no? Dahil birthday mo eh. Di ba? Okay, so our beef is already almost cooked, completely cooked. But we're going to simmer this with our tomato sauce. Oh, now we can put our tomato sauce. So obviously, I just bought ready-made pasta sauce. You can use any brand or any flavor that you prefer. This one I used, I think this is mushroom, and then the other container was like meat or parang roasted vegetable ata. Okay. So just stir that in. This is the jar. I used a couple. And I added water, of course, to get all the extra sauce stuck in the container. Sayang, di ba? And of course, we rinse this and we recycle. Number one, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. We don't want to waste. We're just gonna stir it around and also lower down our fire. I'm going to start boiling pretty hard. Tomato pasta sauce. Masarap na isimmer ng matagal, low and slow. So if you have the time, do that. Like the Italians do, I think. And of course, they use fresh tomatoes, diba? So, mas masarap talaga siya. Pero okay lang, masarap din ito. And also, I'm going to give our macaroni here a stir. Okay, our pasta is boiling. We're just mixing it around to make sure they're not sticking together. We didn't have to add oil. That's okay, we can just do this. So, according to the box, let's follow the directions from the box, okay? Boiled uncovered for 9 to 11 minutes. And I think nakailang minutes na ba tayo? I want to say like 4 minutes. So, siguro we'll boil it for 5. Timer. Yan. I know everybody has different preferences. Typically, Filipinos, we like it sweet. So, we add a little bit of sugar because to balance out the tanginess of the tomatoes, medyo sour siya, di ba? I'm going to add about a tablespoon muna. Or actually 2. Dalawa na. 2 tablespoons. Sorry. So our macaroni is ready. So I'm gonna turn off my stove. And we're going to drain them. Our sauce is bubbling away. And then you'll see some of the oil floating atop. So just stir it gently. Scrape up the bottom. I forgot something. Italian seasoning. A few dashes. Actually a lot. Para meron siyang Italian aroma. It smells good. I think it has a blend of like parsley, basil, thyme, oregano. Ano pa ba? Sage. If you have fresh basil, that's also good. I think we'll let it simmer for another 10 minutes. And also at this point, we can taste our sauce and see if we want to add more sugar or more herbs. I think it's good. Maybe a pinch of salt and a little bit of sugar pa. Oh, you know what? And black pepper. Pinch of salt or two. Black pepper. Oops. Not too much. And just a tad bit of sugar. Maybe a teaspoon. Yeah. But you know, just like any other sauce, the longer you cook it, the better it tastes. Kasi it's releasing all the flavors on each ingredient. And then they marry together for a long time. Parang marriage, habang tumatagal, sumasarap. For a lot of people, or some people. Dapat ang marriage natin, habang tumatagal, sumasarap. Hindi tumatabang. Okay. So, kailangan pagtrabahuhin natin na hindi siya tumabang. Yung mga ganun. Tikman ulit. Ayan. Manamis-namis na siya. Perfect. Dahil inaatake na ako ng sauce. Ayan. Tatakpan na kita. Okay. So, in the meantime, while our sauce is boiling, we're going to make our other sauce, which is the bechamel or white sauce. Okay, for our bechamel sauce, we're going to start making a roux, meaning flour and butter. And the amount of butter and the amount of flour are going to be equal. Let's say if you do a tablespoon of butter, you're gonna have to do a tablespoon of flour. So what this is it's gonna be the thickening agent for our bechamel sauce. Okay, I got about a tablespoon of butter. Okay, after our butter is melted, we're going to add a tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Stir it in. Just keep stirring. Just keep stirring until it breaks down. No lumps of flour. Keep stirring it. And check your fire that it's not too high. Just a medium. And once you don't see any more lumps of flour, we can add in our half and half. Okay, we're also going to add cream cheese, and we're going to add half of this block right in there, gently. Simmer for a couple minutes so our cream cheese will be soft enough. Or you can start breaking it down like this with your whisk, and then slowly stirring it. Okay, we're also going to add about a cup of finely shredded cheese. Stir it in. You can feel it. It's going to start getting thick and gooey. So our sauce is gonna start doing that, splattering everywhere. We're gonna turn down our heat, just like that, so it doesn't get too violent on you. Okay, and we're gonna add a tablespoon or two of sugar. Actually, 2 tablespoons. It's up to you how sweet you want it. Maybe you can try 1 tablespoon first and then just add another later on. Okay, I'm gonna add 1 more cup. Or maybe half a cup pa. So we're going to add 1 more tablespoon. So that's a total of 3 now. And I added 1.5 cups of shredded cheese. So that's the consistency. You don't want it too thick. So our bechamel sauce is ready. This is the consistency that we want. Not too thick, because once we bake it, it's gonna harden off more. So we want it creamy, so like actually a little bit runny when we scoop it up. See the bechamel sauce kind of oozing from the pasta. So parang hindi siya tumigas, hindi siya mag-solid. Yung paling term, so it will not solidify. So, if your bechamel sauce turns to be thicker, you can just add more, half and half. And then adjust it to your taste. If you want to add a little bit more cheddar, we get a little bit saltiness from there, and of course the creaminess of the cheddar, or the sharpness, and a little bit sugar. So it's up to you how you want to adjust it. But I will give you my exact measurements of my recipe in my description below the video. Okay, let's check on our sauce. So while I was making the bechamel sauce, the tomato sauce was simmering, not boiling, because I put the heat on low, so it was simmering the whole time. Just make sure you put your heat on low so it doesn't bubble like crazy. So I know the Italians, they simmer their tomato sauce for like hours and like constantly stirring it around. That's a way to really build a really delicious, flavorful, solid sauce. But I know not everybody has the time to do that. But I promise you, this is good also. Okay, and I think our sauce is ready, and we can turn it off. And we can start building our baked macaroni to put in the oven. You hear the pasta with the sauce. It's like music. Okay, make sure we just coat every single piece of macaroni. So we're just gonna kind of level it. Don't press too hard. You don't have to press too hard, just kind of level it down. Yan. Okay.
Yum.
Yummy, right?
I said yum.
Yum. And we're gonna ladle in some more sauce, because the sauce that we put in, it's gonna be absorbed by our pasta. So we're gonna put in another layer, so it's really saucy. Yeah, a wrap. Okay, so just add actually you can mix it in a little bit, because we're going to put the bechamel on top. Yum. So ayan, it's saucy. I want the bechamel just right on top of the macaroni. Yeah, so it's good to mix it in anyway. As it got colder, our mixture is a little bit thicker. That's okay. All right, so let's layer it in. Actually, we'll just put it in the middle, and then we'll spread it out. Let's spread it and cover it as much as we can. Let me move it closer. Yeah. It's ready to go in our oven for 400 degrees. I'm gonna say about 20 minutes. Goes in our oven, and be careful. And we shall wait. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope that you like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel for future recipes every week. And remember, God is good.
All the time.
God is good. Have a blessed day.